What fool thing is Johnny doing now? He's writing yet another Lee Hacklin mystery, and this one is called The Feared, the Fearful, and the Fearless, Chapter 2. My office was located in a 3-story Manhattan office building that creaked and groaned with every footstep and was long overdue for a date with a wrecking ball. The rent was cheap. I was extravagant when it came to my vices, and frugal when it came to things that were important, something my mother loved to remind me of with soul-crushing regularity. Some people are all too eager to point out the shortcomings of others, as though it was breaking news. My office was open and unlocked. Again, do cleaning ladies, sanitationistas, do this on purpose? There were 2 men sitting in my client chairs. I recognized one of them. Lieutenant Sam Mac Houston of NYPD was 55, built like a crowbar, and sported a J. Jonah Jameson haircut. His demeanor matched the publisher of the Daily Bugle from The Amazing Spider-Man. Nuff said. Sidebar. When I was a kid, I forever wondered, what the heck did Nuff said mean? Who is this mysterious Nuff? When the answer hit me, enough, which was quite recently, dear reader, I felt dumber than a pet rock. The other man was a stranger. He was in his late 20s, absurdly handsome, and he was clad in a black suit with a red silk tie and a gold eagle pen. The wings of the eagle were extended. He stood, flashed a 1,000-watt smile at me, and we shook hands warmly. Apologies, Mr. Hacklin. The door was open. Kyle Lynch, Special Agent, FBI. Lee Hacklin, Special Needs, FYI. Ha! Sam warned me about you. I love this office. Not a speck of dust or clutter. I guess the instructors at the cleaning academy don't teach their students to lock up when they're done. Hi, Sam. This is exciting. NYPD and the FBI joining forces, like the Avengers and the X-Men. I'll start on coffee. Lynch clapped his hands together. I had a little spasm. Cool your jets, Hacklin. If they were here to arrest you, you'd already be in cuffs, right? I like him, Sam. Mr. Hacklin. Lee's fine. And I'm Kyle, or Kai if you prefer. That's fine. My dad used to call me Old Chum. He was a fisherman. He liked his puns. Say, I just realized something for the first time. We're fishermen too, or rather, fishers of men. Evil men. Have you been watching the news, Lee? Have you heard of the Overlord? I tried to avoid it, but I'm no ostrich either. Sam just couldn't help himself. You'll never be an ostrich, Hacklin, but you'll always be a jackass. Theatrically, Lynch reached into his back pocket and whipped out a notebook. He opened it and read from it. 4 district court judges, 2 state senators, and 1 deputy police commissioner, all dead. Each and every one of them is a husband, Lee, a father, a pillar of the greatest city in the world. Their wives are widows, and their children are orphans, because of this savage beast who calls himself the Overlord. I poured some grounds into the filter of my coffee maker and said, I read his letter to the Times. What did he call it? His manifesto? No demands. Overlord sounds like the name of a supervillain to this Nerdonis. I'll bet he likes comic books. Sam and Lynch looked at each other. I had a sense that time stopped in a way that favored me. It was a feeling that I liked. I broke the ice with this. Did you guys see the Bionic Woman last night? Yikes! Jamie jumped off the roof of a building, and when she landed, her legs exploded. Gosh, I hope she's okay. I'm nuts about that gal. Now, I was a huge Twin Peaks fan back in the day, so the character of Kyle Lynch is very much indeed inspired, shall we say, by the character of Dale Cooper from Twin Peaks, one of my all-time favorite TV shows. And Dale Cooper, to me, is one of my all-time favorite heroic characters, brilliantly played by the charismatic Kyle MacLachlan. So this story must be dedicated, it goes without saying, although it needs to be said. This book must be dedicated to David Lynch and Mark Frost, the creators of Twin Peaks. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, God loves you. Cheers. Happy Wednesday, everybody.